We're Vails brothers. We're Vails brothers. Shrimp, chicken, and fish. We're at my second location at 4420 Manchester. My first location is located at 5942 Delmar, east of the Loop. And we're here at 4420 in the heart of the Grove. We also have another location that's located in Houston, Texas at the Blodgett Food Hall, 2616 Blodgett Street, 677004. That's our area code there. Want to stop by there, please do. I mix all my own flowers up too in my commissary. I don't mix it up here, you know, because we be kind of busy. So I do a lot of prep work down there. Make all my honey hot sauce down there too. Make all my sauces and stick all that in one place. Well, actually, the first Vails Brothers actually opened up in 2008. 2008, it was located on Dr. King and Wabba. Matter of fact, actually it's in One Luther King and Arlington. That's where it's located at. One Luther King and Arlington was my first Vails Brothers. I was there for about 3 years, and my kids were a little small, so I decided to go ahead and close that down, and just really wanted to raise my kids. Being that I had a father that was there with me, but really wasn't, I wanted to go ahead and make sure I was there to help raise my kids. Once I closed that down, then I just kept on catering, and then 11 years later, I opened up my, got a food truck. This how I keep that. This how I keep it fresh though. This how you gotta sip that flour, man. Gotta sip that flour, dog. Actually, I've been in the restaurant business since 1985. 845, I started out busting tables and stuff like that. And then in 1987, my daughter was born, so I decided to start. I had a job working at a construction company. I was a Spiritus record crew. I was doing asbestos and stuff like that. I ended up getting laid off. And I was like, man, I can't get laid off and I got a baby to raise. So I ended up decided to start cooking. And once I started cooking, I just kind of stayed into it. And it carried over from there. Even if I did have a job, I always kept me a second job, cooking at night and in the evening, stuff like that. That secret right here, you ain't gotta show this. Just blank the camera out, fade to black. I turned them on, I just turned them on, bro. I got you, big dog. We specialize in hand-breaded shrimp, on southern fried fish, and of course my famous chicken wings. You know, with our unbelievable homemade honey hot sauce. So those are our specialties when we start out with shrimp, chicken, and fish. We also do a number of different things also. Along with us doing shrimp, chicken, and fish, we also do a St. Louis classic, which is the St. Louis tripe sandwich. We probably the #1 tripe sandwich place in the city right now. Our tripes are delicious, everybody loves. That's a St. Louis tradition also. And we do Philly cheesesteaks at one location, but over here on Manchester, we do chicken sandwiches too. So that's kind of something a little different over here because of not just the area, but just the access of the kitchen, a little smaller kitchen. we don't have some of the equipment that we have over on Del Mar. So we're able to do a little more on Del Mar than we do here. We also do smoked turkey legs on Saturdays and weekends, and we stuff them with different things like lobster macaroni, dirty rice, shrimp Alfredo on stuffed turkey legs. Man, yeah, hey, bro, that's so hard for people to understand, man. And that's so hard to understand. One dry hand, one wet hand. You know, commit to it, man. I think honestly, man, if you believe in something, man, you know, you pushing forward, you know, but you gotta utilize all your tools too, though. You know, you gotta utilize, like, who uses their cell phone to the maximum? Who uses their computer, their laptop, to the maximum they can get out of it? We have to maximize what we have and perfect it. My mother was a huge inspiration on me as far as cooking. You know, she could come in the house, man, and make a meal out of no meal. You know, she was a very influential part in my life. You know, but at the same time, my mother was a loving mother, teaching mother. You know, but I also had a father who was the disciplinarian, made sure that we wanted to have things in life, we had to work for him. You know, that was his philosophy, and I think that's what I carried over to my work ethic, and that's how I probably work like I do because of what my father instilled in me. So both of them played their role. My mother played probably a bigger role of what she was, teaching me how to volunteer, how to give back, how I feel like that, you know, giving is better than receiving, and so that carried over to who I am today. Time you gotta be right. It's probably very difficult to really be in the restaurant business, to start a restaurant, but I personally think you first have to build a following in what you're doing. And you have to find out what works for you, what you're good at. You can't always just go and try to do everything on the menu. You gotta find a couple things you can do, and those particular things that you can do them well, and then you start off like that. But my suggestion is that start off doing some catering, work on your skills, then transition, see if you can get some kind of food truck or maybe a food trailer, something to start you off. That's a good start. And then look for a brick and mortar. I make money, man. Money don't make me. Man, you know what? Honestly, man, it's hard to say. I'm thinking like, I usually get about, when I go shopping, man, I just try to stay stocked up because you never know when they run out of something. So, man, probably about 300 to 400 pounds or more of chicken wings you go through a week. Really, man, I think building a good team, man, is really empowering your associates. You know, you have to really just believe in what they can do, pull them in, make them understand what you're trying to do, and then we work together. I like to empower my people, give them an opportunity to make decisions for themselves. I give you the recipe. I give you the instructions how to do it. Just get it done. You know, just get it done. And at the same time, you want to be able to make them understand, you know, you as a small business, me as a small business, my family, we're a small business. But we're just trying to build something special. You know, come on in and try to be a part of something special, because what we're trying to build is gonna be something special. And you gotta believe in it, you gotta process like that. And hopefully, like I got guys that been with me now, man. My brother been with me my whole life. You know, my daughter's been with me since they was born, but you know, I got some guys been with me now, man, 4, 5 years. You know, just been with me and hung in there with me and went through the ups and downs of the food truck, worked on the food truck with me, and you know, did catering jobs with me. So it's a combination of good people that we pulled together with some family and actually some good associates. The best advice I can give anybody who's trying to start off in the food business is to build you a following. You know, that's the first thing you need to do. And sometimes you have to, you know, sometimes you have to invest in yourself. Sometimes, you know, at the end of the year, you get your income tax check. Sometimes you gotta invest that into some equipment that can cater a little more for you. Sometimes you gotta invest in yourself. Find you a food trailer. You know, it took me 2 years to build my food truck, 2 years. I had to be patient. I had to understand what I was trying to do, what I was going to accomplish once I got it. But once you finish, you know, everything falls in place from there. And just I just say believe in yourself, first of all. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta believe in what you're doing. You know, if you have any doubt in your mind or what you're doing, do something else. You know, you gotta be 120 in. Like Eric Thomas say, you know, not 110%, you gotta be 120%. You know, and that's what you have to put into it. You might have late nights, you know, because sometimes you gotta do things by yourself. Plenty of nights I cater by myself. You know, if I can't afford to pay anybody, I wouldn't. I just do it myself. Vails Brothers Shrimp, Chicken, and Fish, #1 restaurant in St. Louis right now. We got 3 locations, 2 in St. Louis, 1 in Houston. You can find us at 5942 Delmar, just east of the Delmar Loop. And then you can find us in the heart of the Grove at 4420 Manchester. Come and see us. Go online and order from us. Use Uber Eats, whatever service you want to use. Come on in and join us. And then my last thing is talking about my Houston location that we'll be opening up real soon. We actually had a friends and family there about a week ago, and now we're getting ready to open up in Houston. And that's at 2616 Logic Avenue, just around the corner from TSU, around the corner from Houston University. You know anybody in Houston, man, make sure you call them, let them know that a taste of St. Louis is coming to Houston.